we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Decent damage. What's next? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Checks with the projectile. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Big counter. Player 1 is just about out of drive out there. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Strings it all together. This is a huge chance to make a feel it. Player 2 is maintaining the court, takes a big gamble and rips up KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Tries to set the tone with that charging attack. Fireball from very long range. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Anything off the smash? Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. Ooh, what a smart throw! Both fighters jump in there! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Fight round. Fight.
It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Zones with the fireball. Blocks the impact. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Goes air to air and takes their turn. Absolutely relentless. Player 1 with the lead. Will they go for offense or the full over level zone? Okay, here we go. To the face. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Ken and whip. They're wide open. Pokes with a kick. A single hit will do it. What are they gonna seize the overhead coming? Fight back with authority. Combo. Let's go. What a finish. Player 1 delivers the upset. That's one for the replays.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The low heavy is denied. Checks him with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. It's back with a well-placed drive reversal. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Neither can lean on their drive too hard right now. Good drive management could well decide this. I think both fighters want to keep an eye on their drive gauge and try to refill it whenever they can. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Burnout is triggered. The quarter makes it hard to escape. Goes for the super art. The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Ends with the projectile. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. You've got to be mindful of the charges forward. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burnout activates. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. What'll happen here? Side switch in the corner. Shows a medium kick. The jump in is denied. Dragon Lash. More fuel to the fire. Hook them up. This is gonna doubt about it. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Projectile to try and change the situation. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? The combo's there. That overhead was a bit obvious. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Takes the chance to hurt him. Decent damage. What's next? This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. We're close to the point where one mistake could end the round. They block the overhead and taking stock. This is the range where things get messy. Experiencing burnout. Players, burnout activates. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Both players all out of drive gauge. In there! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. 100-hand slap. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Both sides have the super gauge maxed and ready to rip. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Just goes for it at this range. The level 3 super, looking to make them feel it. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Cannon blast him. You've got to be mindful of reaching. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. They must have a game plan overhead, but it won't work. Smart decision there. The chip damage was enough. Last round, people. Both fighters got to go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Starts things, baits out the low kick. Jumps in. G-right kick for a mix-up. The match just started. It's anyone's game. Roast not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Okay, he turns out. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Nice fireball. What are they gonna do? 100 hands. Super hard to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Combo with the target combo. Takes the chance to hurt him. What's going to follow the combo? Does a good job of pushing back. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Beautiful setup with that attack. Player 2 is going to have a hard time. Will this super art connect? Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Takes a trip. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Heading into the... Picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Oh, talk about overextending. Going on the offensive? Risky up-close scrap still going. That combo did decent damage. Going in, player 2 will look to apply pressure here. This is gonna be bad news. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Both fighters, they're going for the super KO. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Stops the attack by using a drive parry. Goes for the throw. Steps in for the throw. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Throws them to negate the block. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Big counter. Takes a trip. Pressuring the situation with the charge in. Will this super art connect? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Oicho! Neither fighter can use their drive or super art. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 1 with a good start to the fight. But can they keep it up? Shows immediately they're going for the super art, experiencing burnout. Butt smash! The jump in is denied. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Oh, burnout triggered. They choose to spend the meters to up the damage by a bit. Player 2 will look to apply pressure. Hits him with a stop and block. Good old slap. The overhead denied. Goes for the level 1 super. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? We're so close to the end of the round that it's a flatline zone. Player 1 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Medium kick hits. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. The low heavy hits. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. We are near the end of the round. Oh! Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Sticks the jump. Oh, burnout triggered. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very charges forward. Still slugging it out at this range. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now burn out. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Launches them. That combo did decent damage. Zones with the fire overhead, but it won't work. Doing some quick planning? Just goes for it at this range. Ultimate killer head wrap. That combo finishes it. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Who's going to steal this win? Throws a fireball. A parry? Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 has an... This is gonna hurt. Impact squash. Sees the overhead coming. Both sides getting ready. The overhead denied. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Player 1 is connects with the throw. Okay, the drive impact doesn't work. Who'll set the bait at this range? They were waiting for it. Both went absolutely. absolutely relentless. Great job in escaping that corner press. Here comes the boom! A reaction gone. This may turn into a big chance. They're not getting... Oh my god, they just choked it up! Player 2, go heavy with authority. That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that! Let's see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Checks with a projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Will this super art connect? Player 1 has used up all of their drive range. Knockdown. Player 1 chases them down. Throws them to negate the block. Life lead opens up. One chance here may end this match. Well-timed corner switch. In there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Hits them with a stopping bomb. Going for the legs with the Procella. Goes low. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. A quick breather. They gotta press here to take advantage of this drive gap. The drive gauge is almost empty. They gotta be careful. Grabs and throws them away. Both fighters planning something? Smart play with the throw. Gotta do better than that. Reads the jump in perfectly. Both fighters have knocked them out of the air. A real test of nerves here. Gets it to perfect fireball range. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Carries to the corner. This may be bad news. No! Critical art now? Big Gage breaks through with the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Oh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do. It's a good spot to use the super. Dragon Lash. This is goal finds the target. How will they utilize this? Oh, stun! Bad news is on the way. Player 2, solid anti-air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Goes to board, excellent block. Player 1 throws them. Okay, here we... Oh, snipe! Presses for a reaction with a fireball. Wall flat into the guard break. What now? Harden crowns him from above. Super armor, cold and calculated. Player 1 is they're dizzy. Risky medium kick. Player 1 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that window. Throws a fireball. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Combo with the target combo. Solid combo. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Beautiful setup with that attack. Will this super up connect? Blocks the low heavy. Perfect read to get the finish with the low attack. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Was looking for that jump attack. Throws him. What's next? I can't keep track of these corner switches. Gets out of the corner. Still scrapping for control of the space. Both fighters planning something? Oh! Hits him with a stopping bomb. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. What'll happen here? Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Oh, burnout triggered. Just goes for it at this range. The super doesn't hit. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Gets the tips with the low heavy. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes for it all, but just misses. Whipping a drive impact opens a huge window to get punished. Player 1 is just about out of drive on. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Checks them with a projectile. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart ends with a projectile. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? That drive impact doesn't get through. Forcefully closes the gap. Closes the gap. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Looking for a chance. Brushes that off and keeps going. Breaks the block with a throw. Connects with the throw. Smart play with the throw. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Ooh, what a smart throw! Amazing! Uses their drive gauge. So little life left. Noticeable life lead is a super art to show them what a TNT and fighters can do for you. Player 1, yo! Critical art now? Sets up with the jump. What a finish! Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Grabs him, closes the gap for the grab. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Knockdown. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. What are they thinking here? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. All right, what's coming up next? Both players with no drive in the tank. Shoots off a fireball up close. Takes a trip. Got their eye on the air. Connects with medium kick. Taking stuff and a super activation. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Are we going to see some fireworks? Hits them with a stopping block. Player 1 spent a chunk of their SA meter and enters the round with a deficit. They've got to be extra careful. Balance from above. Knockdown and the low heavy's blocked. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burnout activates. Player 2 in dire straits bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Player 1 just finds the target. Got him up against the wall, and the stun is there. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Yo! Critical art now? What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Oh, we're not done yet. Looks like they're both warmed up. Sticks the jump in. Throws them to negate the block. Steps in for the throw. You gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. The move whips and they get nailed with a punish counter. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Takes a trip. Checks them with a projectile. Will this super art connect? Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Are we gonna see a burnout? Expect the tempo of the match to change. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Hits him with a stopping block. That drive impact is blocked. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. The fighter's good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. A quick breather. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. G-right kick for a mix-up. Goes low. Brings out the super art. How's it gonna work out for them? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Oh no, they're stunned. Looking to impress with this super. Still slugging it out. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. A quick breather. They must have a game plan here with a critical art on deck. But there's a burnout. Gets the tips with the low heavy. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Oh, coming in hot. The low kick hits. A parry? Throws him. That throw will do some good damage. The jump in is denied. Jump! This can lead to some big damage. Drops in with the top swing. In with the phalanx. Their drive low heavy. Burns out. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where solid anti-air. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Somehow manages to block the jumping. What are they gonna do? Time to make them famous. Are you kidding me? Player 2 delivers the upset. That's one for the replay. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run. Goes with the fireball. The drive impact is denied. Forcefully closes the gap. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Goes for the throw. Good work staying in throw range there. Down to the wire. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Projectile to try and change the situation. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat, takes a big gamble, and rips out a raw super. Catapults them up and brings them crashing back down. The low heavy connected? Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Medium kick hits. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. You get a lot more out of a counter throw than a normal one. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Going in? Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Risky, burnout triggered! Throws a fireball. Both fighters planning something? We have Super Art knockdown! Here comes the mix-up! A weird crunch from above! Player 2 can't use any drive moves! Gotta play it safe! Yo! Critical art out! This is gonna kill! No doubt about it! Flatlines him! That was catch as catch can, and you're gonna get in a fight! Let's see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round 1. Fight!
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Checks with the projectile. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. What's the play here? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Box him with a target. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense, wraps it up with the drive impact. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Shoots off a fireball up close. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Flashes him. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player 2 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Double lariat, and now? Get them with the anti-air. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Both fighters planning something? Are we gonna see it come? Just goes for it at this range. Goes for the jackhammer up his bat. Combo finishes it. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Checking their reactions with a fireball? Decides to go in with the target combo. Below heavy hits. Picks up some damage with a long-reaching attack. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Good anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. So it looks like our fighters are taking a breather. I think both fighters want to keep an eye on their drive gauge and try to refill it whenever they can. Life lead opens up. Will this super art connect? Knockdown. Neither of them willing to back off here. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Taking them for a ride on the Siberian Express. Player 1 has a slight life lead. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Oh, burnout triggered. How will they utilize this? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not experiencing burnout. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Jumps? Blocks the impact. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Blocks it. Crowns him from above. Player 1 will need to play it conservative. Burns out. Oh, here we go. They're in with oh, yo, rock super hit. Excellent read. Break through with the throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Connects with medium kick. Closes the gap. Strings it all together. What's going to follow the combo? Goes for the fireball. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. All right, what's coming up next? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Knockdown. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Holds out with the block. Oh, hits him with a stopping bomb. Target locked and scoop. It's too much. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Oh, talk about overextending. Jumps up. Scrapping it out up close. Player 2 brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Uses the shade for the super. They're not playing around here. Counting on the super to do the job. We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this around. Smart decision there. The chip damage was enough. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Medium kick hit. Jinrai kicks for a mix-up. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Back them into the corner in a hurry. Player 1 has nothing stops this train. Screw power driver. There's no escape. Ugh, puts a bit of stank on that with it. Reads the jump in perfectly. Their drive gauges aren't full. This means less resources to use when an opportunity strikes. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Fight tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. I called it! I called it! What were they thinking? Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. It is over! Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Quick dash. Good decision with that throw. Uses the target combo as a filler. Headbutt. Brushes that off and keeps going. Sticks the combo. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. I'd like to see them use this drive disparity to shift the tide of the fight to their side. Managing that drive gauge is gonna get tricky. Shoots off a fireball up close. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. In a dire situation, this can't. Burnout activates. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. This brings out the super art. How just wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Zones with the fireball. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Medium kick. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Looking to plan them with a pile driver. They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. The drive's off the table. What else have they got? Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Smart play with the throw. A super art? Goes for the jackhammer off the cyclone lariat. Prioritizing the side switch over damage. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? They're recovered. Close range projectile. Ooh, what a smart throw. What's next? Dangerous range here. Flatline zone. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Blocks, hits him with a stopping block. Player 2 with the rhythm owning that space. Here comes the corner presses. Shoots their shot. Ooh, the ground impact hits for a punish. Looking to plan him with a pile driver. What are they gonna do? The jump in is denied. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. And whiffs, they're wide open. Throws them. Okay, here we go. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start. The low kick hits. Wrecks them. No! Send off the wall! Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that. They're still at it. No one's willing to step away from a rematch. Low heavy, but no go. Blocks it. Medium kick hits. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Checks with the projectile. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Gets the jump in. Reads them. Big play does it. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Oh, talk about overextending. Double lariat and now? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Player 1 is burnout triggered. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Not much life left, but they're driving all the throw connects. Going in? Keeps them out. What now? They're going for the super art? What were they thinking? That's not gonna hit. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Reads the throw and escapes. Close red cross. What a finish! Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. We're about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top?
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Experiencing burnout. Knockdown and each hit is so important here. Side switch in the corner. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. The impact doesn't do anything. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 needs to hold up KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Medium kick hits. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Hits them with a stopping block. Doesn't miss a beat. Big throws. That throw will do some good damage. Smash looking to impress with this super. Experiencing burnout. Oh wow, look at the damage that did. Fantastic. Genius read with that throw escape. Jumps in. Oh my god, they just choked it up. What a finish. Player 1 comes away with the win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Hit them with a stopping bomb. Combo with the target combo. Backs them into the corner. Buy some time by driving them into the corner. Now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. A quick reach with this super arc KO. Player 1 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Jumps up, blocks the impact. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireball. This is a clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and game plan. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Cross up attack. Jump! There's a change of side. Were they baiting them into that? Player 2 has depleted their drive. Connects with the throw. The raw super hard hit coming. What were they thinking? Medium kick. Player 1 comes away with the win.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Throws out a projectile. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Throws the fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning screen. Smart play with the throw. Player 2 into burnout. A gutsy fireball gives them the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Who's going to start things off? Goes for a projectile to try and change the smart play to stop the opponent there. Sends a clear message with that counter. Hits them with a stop and block. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Experiencing burnout. Quick breather. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Will this super art do anything? Sits him down with a super. Now that's how you take a round. Taking no prisoners. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps. Oh, the throw connects. That throw will do some good damage. Player 2 brushes that off and keeps going. Target combo into. Okay, here we go. Looking for a hole. Jump. Punish counter sets the table. Yes, sir. More damage, please. Gotta do better than that. Turns out. Player 2 catches out the cage right there. Looking to follow flat lines though. Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best.
やるか。手加減は期待しないでくれ。Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Opts for the throw. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Oh! The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Knockdown. That drive impact doesn't get through. No more drive gauge. Oh, easy tech. Holds out with the block. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Uses the target combo as a filler. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Smart play with a throw. Knockdown and super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. What'll happen here? Oh, burnout triggers. Player baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Life lead is there, but still anyone burn out, but they may have a plan here. Shakes things up with a fireball. Doing some quick planning. Target combo into. Both cashes out the cage right there. We're so close to the end of the round that it's flatline zone. Player 2 comes away with the win.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Deftly shuts out the jumper. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Oh, whiffs the drive impact. Whiffing a drive impact opens a huge window to get punished. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Who's gonna make a move? That was a solid anti-air. Wow, shut down. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Throws out the fireball to check them. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Fireball from very low. What's next here? Blocks the low heavy. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Player 2 has completely... Oh, burnout triggered! Both sides are going to have to fight without drive. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it.
Just goes for it at this range. Shippujin right hit.
KO! Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Shows a medium kick. What are you, Ken? Risky. Yo, put that away. Both fighters planning something? Checks with a medium kick. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Player 2 needs to use the correct. This is gonna hurt. Noticeable life, willing to risk it for the overdrive. That's not gonna hit. Excellent read. Reversal. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Will they go all in without drive? What a finish! Player 1 comes away with the win.